What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your SmackDown live review for October 24th, 2017. First off, I'd like to remind you to go back and watch my Monday Night Raw review where Paul Heyman pretty much buries Jinder Mahal and SmackDown invades Monday Night Raw. Go back and watch my review of TLC. I'd like to thank everybody who tunes in to all my videos each and every time I upload one. Whether you are a subscriber or not, I appreciate each and every one of you out there. Thank you very much. If you are not a subscriber, hit that bell and hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up on this video and share this video. Leave a comment below. Now, SmackDown tonight. Monday Night Raw, the WWE. We found out last night that the Survivor Series is going to be brand supremacy. Every matchup is going to be which brand is the best. Champion versus champion, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the Beast versus the modern day Maharaja, Baron Corbin versus The Miz, so on and so forth. So, after Raw lays the groundwork last night, and even with SmackDown invading the show, you would think WWE would continue the trend, continue the build onto the Survivor Series the next night. Now, we did see Randy Orton become one of the members on the Survivor Series team. We did see the team captain of the women's matchup be named, Becky Lynch. We did have Jinder Mahal talk about Paul Heyman. But in the grand scheme of things, if you look at everything SmackDown did tonight, it really did not carry over anything from what they did on Monday Night Raw. No Raw superstars, no Kurt Angle, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Daniel Bryan saying, Raw's going to show up eventually. Raw's going to be here eventually. And it's going to be on your hands, Shane McMahon. Because it is your job. It's in your job description. That's it. They tease Monday Night Raw being here with security guards and that kind of stuff, saying there's security guards all over the building. But did they show security guards? No. What they showed was an exit sign to the building. That's it. Now, one thing I really did like about this show, and that is what they are advertising for next week. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. These guys are going to have an extraordinary matchup next week on SmackDown. 2 out of 3 falls. They had a promo tonight setting up this matchup. Dolph Ziggler saying, that he, is the greatest of all time. He was using that same stick that he's been saying for quite some time now. And he's saying that, Bobby Roode can't beat him, and he can beat him 2 times, twice. And Bobby Roode pretty much came out and said, let's see that. Let's have a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. And the match was made. So next week we are seeing that contest. Should be an extraordinary matchup for us wrestling fans. Shane McMahon comes out. And, this is something that, really what was, stuck out to me. Because WWE tends to look at the Raw and SmackDown superstars and the brand and think, oh, well, Raw is so much better. Raw has such great talent. Their stars are stacked. And SmackDown is weak and pathetic. They want us to think that. They do. And in reality, that's not completely always the case. It's the creative. That's the problem. Because if you look at what WWE did with the talent they had on SmackDown, the first time around, with the stacked card Raw had, and what they had on SmackDown, SmackDown wiped the floor. And now they are building up Sami Zayn, and his promo was kind of weak tonight. Sure, he came out and he ran down Shane McMahon, but it was a little weak compared to his other promos. And they are taking stars like Sin Cara and Baron Corbin and Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Even though Shelton Benjamin is already a veteran in the squared circle, they are using him in a very good way to help Chad Gable out. They are not shoving the New Day down our throat like they did on Monday Night Raw. They are using them in a great rivalry with the Usos. And now tonight they use them in a way to help build up Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, because Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable got the victory over the New Day. They are taking Bobby Roode and putting him over, making him better, getting him over with the fans that didn't know him from NXT. Even though a lot of people would rather see him as a heel than a babyface. And the women's division, Charlotte, I know that in the past I've been very critical of Charlotte. Anybody who has watched me knows that. But WWE on SmackDown, since she's been on SmackDown, they have not taken her and given her title after title after title. So, I like that they have taken the talent they have on SmackDown in the women's division and giving them opportunities instead of just giving it to the same women over and over and over and over again. So what they said about the SmackDown roster and the Raw roster kind of was true to some sense, except SmackDown really does get the upper hand, if you ask me. Raw might have the better show sometimes, but SmackDown helps their stars 100 times better than Monday Night Raw ever does. You gotta look at it that way. Sin Cara versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin loses this contest by disqualification, but in the end, he looks stronger because he just wipes the floor, just destroys Sin Cara, hammers him. You know this is going to lead to United States Championship matchup. I like that they're giving Sin Cara, giving someone else, a chance to shine a little bit. But does anybody really think that Sin Cara stands a chance at the United States Championship? Absolutely not. This is just as one of the pay-per-views that WWE has, a roadblock for Baron Corbin until he gets into a rivalry that actually means something. So, Sin Cara wins by disqualification. He's won 2 matches in 2 weeks over Baron Corbin. No question he's going to get a U.S. Championship matchup very soon. All the women on the SmackDown roster had a matchup. Fatal 5-way. Well, all the women except Lana. And I don't think anybody wanted to see Lana in a matchup. Except Lana and Natalya. Who is going to be the captain of Team SmackDown? We saw Alicia Fox last night become the captain of Team Raw in a triple threat match. So we've decided to have a fatal 5-way. SmackDown trying to outdo Monday Night Raw. They always do something like that. Becky Lynch victorious. Now, this is ridiculous. This is the one problem I have with this contest. You give Carmella the Money in the Bank contract. And ever since you have WWE, she has been treated like dirt. Why? Why would you do that, WWE? Why in the world would you have her go out there and lose all the time? It doesn't make any sense for you to do that. But this is WWE we're talking about, so, whatever. They're just going to continue to do that. And then, poof, out of the blue, she'll go and become the women's champion. However, she shouldn't have been the one to have been submitted. She shouldn't have. Makes no sense. Fashion Dogs tonight, please give Breezango some matches. They are over. Probably the most over tag team on the WWE SmackDown roster as far as baby faces are concerned. And you don't have them wrestle. Doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. And, three other things that really happened on this show, one of which doesn't really mean a whole lot because, look, we all knew that the Zayn brother wasn't going to beat AJ Styles. It was a meaningless matchup. AJ Styles victorious in a very, very quick contest. Randy Orton defeated Sami Zayn. Okay. Chances are Kevin Owens will defeat Shinsuke Nakamura next week because WWE has to have one of those guys that will walk out of the Survivor Series, kind of like the Big Show did back at the 2014 Survivor Series when he turned heel. They have to have somebody like that, and Kevin Owens is the type of guy that would do that to the SmackDown team. He won't finish the matchup. And Jinder Mahal, to finish on this, you say that Paul Heyman doesn't speak the truth. You say that Paul Heyman doesn't speak the truth. You say that Paul Heyman doesn't do this, that Paul Heyman doesn't do that. But you are a true champion and blah, blah, blah. Well, let's boil down, your championship reign. And exactly what Paul Heyman said. Just like last night, and just like for months now, what everybody has been saying about you, Jinder Mahal. And, you say that you have, whatever you've gotten, you have earned. Okay. You have earned the spot of being a jobber. Losing match after match after match after match after match. You have earned a spot of being a part of the three-man band, baby. You have earned a spot of being tagged up with Rusev. A rivalry that went nowhere against Enzo and Big Cass. And to say that after all that, you deserve and earn a spot to be the WWE champion? Seriously? Seriously? Wow. You have not earned that spot. And Jinder Mahal, you have not out-wrestled Randy Orton. You have not out-wrestled Shinsuke Nakamura. And yes, you have defeated AJ Styles back in the summer of this year. But did you out-wrestle him? No, you can't out-wrestle him. And even when you defeat him for the WWE Championship, because everybody knows that's coming, you won't out-wrestle him either because you will have to have help from the Zayn brothers when that comes around as well. And I am hoping that come the Royal Rumble, because everybody knows that rivalry will more than likely continue at least till the Royal Rumble, that you drop that coveted championship, that your title reign does not last till WrestleMania. So, Jinder Mahal, you don't belong with the WWE Championship. You have not earned that spot. And that was SmackDown tonight. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Once again, wrestling fans out there and everybody else who has ever tuned into my channel, thank you very much. It is most appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for all notifications. Follow me on Facebook at 2007Webby. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.